Okay, so this is a, I'll step back. This is a public toilet. This is a new public toilet. And yeah, you can see how kind of like modern it is. It's like in the style of like some kind of industrial park, because this is like, this used to be a train line, so it's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool. I'm not going to go inside and start filming, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. And this is the front view of the toilet. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good looking toilet. And yeah, I'm not going to go in. Yeah, I shouldn't be where I am, because this hasn't officially opened yet. But I'm just trying to find a place to set up my hammock. So yeah, if I can find a couple of big trees, I'll set up my hammock somewhere and just chill out until sunset. But yeah, this new park, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I remember when this was just like basically a disused train line, and I remember riding my bike along it, and they've kept a lot of the trees, which is cool. These trees, they have a lovely scent at the moment, and they have a beautiful scent. Sometimes they have these purple flowers. I think they're called camphor laurels, but I'm not sure. And yeah, you can see how much care they've put into the park, but it's got this kind of industrial style to it, because I guess the designers have tried to maintain the industrial feel of the park. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And this stuff, like, it's the sort of stuff you see, and because of things like this, places like this, a lot of Chinese people and foreigners in China are pretty firmly convinced that this is a golden age for the country. And walking along here, I'm inclined to agree. It's hard to disagree. It's hard to disagree. And this park that follows the railway line, it stretches for about, I don't know, I'm not great with distances. I never was, but I'm definitely not getting more accurate. But let's just say for the sake of it, that it's about 4 kilometers long. So yeah, the only problem I have with this park and the other sections of it is that you can't ride a bicycle along it. And I find that a bit annoying, because it would be a lovely cycle way. But you can't have it all. You can't have it all. And in China, if they let bicycles on it, then they would inevitably have electric bikes on it and couriers on it, and it would just become ridiculous. So it's probably for the best that they don't allow bicycles on it. And yeah, this is better than I expected. I mean, I'm not seeing anywhere where I could sort of set up my hammock in a stealthy way, but I do really like this open area, the way it's just opened up. You know, I'm a big fan of that. yeah, I guess I'm not riding my bike anymore anyway because my bicycle's just blew up recently. But yeah, I guess this would be a great place to go running because it's that sort of smooth, it's that surface that's got a little bit of give to it, so I think it's a bit easier on the knees and whatever. On the knees and the ankles and the hips. And yeah, it looks like there's a little wood pigeon up here. But yeah, they've used the I'll just stop here and just show you. They've used these railway sleepers. They've got the timber. I assume that's timber that's wrapped up. I saw some that were unwrapped. But they've used these concrete railway sleepers as the base of these seats. So it's quite imaginative. Like, it's quite a good reuse of the old railway sleepers. Yeah, I'm not going to traipse through that garden bed. And be a part of the problem, as I like to say. But they've used a lot of this old railway infrastructure, and I think it's really lovely. I think it's really imaginative the way they've done that. I don't know who the designer is, but I've got a bit of respect for them. There's a guy up here now, so I don't know how he feels about being filmed, so I'll just stop filming now. Yeah, so he was just a kid. He didn't speak any English, but he told me in Chinese. It sounds like I'm some cool guy who can speak Chinese, but I can just speak a little, very little. But yeah, but he told me he was like 14 or whatever, and he's just a kid. So yeah, now this is like obviously a work site, but yeah, you can see the old train tracks. And this place here was a full-on, like, yeah, this was a rail yard. So that's interesting. Yeah, I had no idea that they were actually, I guess I would have assumed, but when I first came to China, this was still a rail yard, and now it's becoming this beautiful park. Yeah. I guess, in China, it's a bit different to Australia. Like, if I wander into this place, it's not a big deal, like, people aren't aggressive to people wandering onto work sites. And yeah, look at that tree. That's a pretty good tree, so they're keeping that tree. That's good. Looks like they're keeping that tree. Yeah, I'll just keep wandering along. It's a bit bumpy here, so I'll probably stop recording soon and just check it out. But isn't this wonderful? I mean, the work never stops. So this was like a rail yard, and now it's going to be a big, beautiful park. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. I mean, I could probably set up my hammock here. Actually, I could definitely set it up here at night, but at the moment it's not great. And yeah, there's the canal. Tianjin's known as the city of canals. Actually, a lot of people refer to it as the canal city. There are a lot of canals. Yeah, I'm a bit reluctant to film people who haven't sort of said I could film them, so I'll just stop there. I'll stop there, but look at those willow trees, and look look at all this cool stuff. Yeah, look at this tree. It's beautiful. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it's a beautiful, like, if you can survive the winters here in Tianjin, you get a pretty fantastic reward. You know, you get rewarded. Okay, I'll stop there because this generator is getting a bit noisy. So yeah, that was actually quite funny. I didn't record it, but this guy, he was relatively older, like he was like 50 or something. He just like paused the digger that was knocking down the wall, and then he, like, in a very humorous way, was like pushing the wall, like trying to push the wall to, like, I guess show that he was strong or something. So that, you know, that's a bit of an indication, like that's a bit of an insight. Like the Chinese, even when they're relatively older, like they do like to have a bit of fun when they work. Like that's pretty cool. And yeah, I didn't film it, but that was quite funny. And so yeah, that's what they're like. But I said to them, you know, like you know, in the future this will be very beautiful and you're doing a good job. And they're like, they loved it. They were like, yeah man, yeah, you know, so pretty cool stuff. Yeah, so I've set up my hammock here next to the canal, and I'll just chill out. I'll just chill out here until sunset. I might as well, you know, just to chill out for a bit. And yeah, I better change my head position actually, because yeah, that's more comfortable. And yeah, this is the kind of cool stuff you can do in China.